You are now listening to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
My name is DJ Vince Adams. I absolutely appreciate what the Chicago Clubhouse crew is doing for the city of Chicago.
Hey, young world, what's good? It's your boy Bernard Varian, a.k.a. B Twice.
What up? This is Rasheed Davis, former Chicago Bear wide receiver.
Hey, my name is Lemuel Stinson, a.k.a. Lemonade, formerly of the Chicago Bears.
What's up? My name is C.J. Watson, former Bulls guard and bench bomb creator.
This is 2-time six-man all-star baller Ricky Deuces Pierce.
What's up, people? This is Chicago radio legend Rick Party, the voice you hear everywhere.
My name is Pee-wee from the movie House Party.
This is Megan Martinez from the Good and Funny Podcast.
Hey, this is Bubba Ball from the Shits Podcast.
Hey, this is Nika from One Shot Wellness, Reverend from the ATL, dropping some drips on that Chi-Town Clubhouse Podcast.
This is Sherry, and you're rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
You're now rocking with Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
And you're rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
And you're rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
Where they think they know everything.
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 But they don't know shit.
But they don't know shit.
But they don't know shit. But they really don't know shit.
But they really don't know shit.
But they really don't know shit.
But honestly, they don't know shit.
Hey, I smell something. I smell podcast. The Chicago Clubhouse Podcast Show.
They really don't know shit.
You already know what time it is.
You see this Eddie Jackson jersey right here? Take this.
This dude literally just took my soul.
So I didn't like playing with Brett Favre at all.
You could have waited until the draft if you wanted to look at another quarterback. You didn't have to sign Andy Dalton, who is really nothing but a backup.
Evander Holyfield is 58 years old. What you want to fight a 58-year-old man?
But man, he wants to keep fighting.
Because he want to fight him. Okay, it's an exhibition.
But yeah, it's an exhibition because
this ain't Drago and Apollo Creed, man. Ain't nobody about to.
Man, Martin and Tommy Hearns was an exhibition. You saw what happened to Martin.
This could hurt. Thanks, Hayden. Nothing but the best.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, bro, tough for real, man.
Yeah, man. He like tougher than some grown folks I know, man.
That as a coach, your job is to give your players the best opportunity to have success.
Michael Jordan, when he came back at LeBron James' age, he was a straight up nothing.
That is blasphemy on his computer right now.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. Without Dennis Rodman, I couldn't see them winning like they did those second three championships. I can't see it.
I agree.
And now I'm the voice of SportsCenter on ESPN. Now on SportsCenter tonight, LeBron James and whatever.
Do you guys really coach how exactly to tackle correctly? Because I see it all over the league now. People cannot tackle like they did whenever you guys played. But do you guys practice tackling at all?
Guess who's back in the motherfucking house? It's T-Nick, man. I'm back. I'm refreshed and I'm ready to go. Glad to be back, man. I've been to hell and deeper in hell, and now I'm back. And I'm good, baby. What's up with y'all? Everybody good, man? A lot of shit been going on, man. People losing their damn minds because it's getting hot outside. People shooting for no reason. But we're not going to talk about all that because that's not what CCP is about. This is the podcast where we think we know everything, but we really don't know shit. But we always have a good time, man. We always have some good laughs. We talk about our sports teams, especially the Bears. And, it's kind of a downtime for the Bears right now. They're kind of putting everything together in training camp and shit. So it's not that much to talk about, but there are a few little Bears things to talk about. We will get to those. We're going to talk some basketball because, our guest today, man, I mean, this dude is great, man. He, he has a lot of accolades. He's a homeboy, Chicago guy. And I cannot wait to talk to him. He's having a little technical difficulties right now, but he will be here. And like I said, I'm ready to go. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited. Everybody that's watching, I hope you jump in the chat. Let me shout you out. I'm just happy to be back, man. Happy to be back. Happy to be back from hell. Yes, I've been to hell. So let me introduce my guys, man. Bring my guys out, man. I miss my guys too. Let's start with my man, the stat man, who knows every single stat from every single team since the 80s and 90s, basketball and football. My man, JB. Let me try that again. JB.
I'm about to say I wasn't in.
Come on, man. What's good with you, though? Y'all get banned from YouTube because y'all gotta have some damn thing.
Well, this particular guest we got tonight went to work.
Yep, he went to work.
One of Chi-Town's finest.
He went to work.
One of our local heroes. And it's a shame he ain't in the Hall of Fame. Got to give him his proper credit because what we say around here, every good hero should have some theme music.
Every good hero should have theme music. And he definitely was a hero.
Absolutely. Good to see you back, though, T.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate
you. Sounding good, bro.
I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that. Good old water. Good old water. I ain't fucking with y'all like that. Yeah, man. So, how have you been, man?
Man, I've been good, man. Summertime is, for me, is basketball camp with the kiddos, trying to keep them out the streets and, make sure they ain't running home, dodging bullets and stuff, give them something to do on the court, So,
oh, my goodness.
Like I always say,
basketball saves your life. Well, man, I hope it saves some others too, man, because we losing. We losing lives. Young lives, too.
We definitely
young lives, man. But that's a whole nother podcast for a whole nother day. So let's keep this train rolling. Bring in my other guy who probably has the foulest mouth in the city. Yeah, his mouth is pretty foul, man. He curses a lot, but that's our guy. Foul mouth, C.
What up? What up? What up?
Foul mouth.
What up, C?
Not much.
How you feeling, man?
I have some stuff in my teeth.
What's
mouth has some food in his mouth.
What's your shirt say? Just the.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Never mind. I see the baby.
Yep.
Oh, she gone now. She camera shy.
Hey, was that the little mama that was doing the dance last time in the background?
Uh-huh. Yeah, when the camera's off, she all about entertainment. When they on, she ain't doing nothing. She ain't gonna do anything. Why T look like you over there working the lines and shit like you damn telemarketer?
I know he might be.
You never know.
Have you got to get paid, bro?
My bad. Baby camera shy.
Oh yeah. Oh. You know how many times I tried to get her to sit up there and say we out,
and she won't do it. Huh?
Nah, she'll come on with a camera off. Hey, I'm glad to see you feeling better, man.
Oh yeah, much better. I'm good, man. I'm nice and refreshed. I lost a few pounds. Shit, I'm good.
Oh yeah, well that's always a good thing. Lose some weight.
Yeah,
feel great.
Good. I'm still fat. I just lost some fat.
Hey.
So I'm less fat than I was.
Hey, that's all that matter. That's all that matter.
All right. So let's introduce the last part of the All-Star team. He's not he was the rookie, but he ain't a rookie no more. So let's bring him in here. Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank.
What up?
Big Frank, what's going on, man?
Change the pace a little bit for you guys. You ready for this?
This is my recital. I think it's
going back to Cal.
That's right. On top.
That ain't going back to
Run DMC Tricky.
Oh man, give me your hip hop car.
Still to this day, I love that song. That's
I don't know. Every time I hear that song, I think about white chicks.
Amen. That's where I can always remember it too. Let's kick it old school.
Me too. I think about that shit too. Man, so it's good to see you back, Frank.
Absolutely, man. Good to see you back,
Frank.
man.
You're not back.
No more of that Louis Armstrong voice. Happy to hear the voice back, man.
Oh,
I call him Satchmo when he come through the joint. You know what I'm saying? I call him Satchmo. I don't call him Louis. I call him Satchmo.
That's life.
I know a person.
Yeah, life.
I see dreams true. Red, white, and blue.
Oh my God! Catch Foulmouth C
on with that too.
Catch Foulmouth C on his own podcast with the Comedy Hour, where he does impressions of everybody, including Stephen A. Smith, Eddie Murphy, Louis Armstrong, all of that. But you know what I read today? Eddie Goldman retired.
Yeah, man.
Wait,
Eddie Goldman.
He went down to Atlanta, took that little bread, and then retired.
Didn't even go to rookie training camp. He just didn't want to roll his ass out of bed, man.
Now I remember on a podcast a while ago. I forgot which one it was. I think I and somebody else said that Eddie Goldman just don't want to play no football no more. He does not want to play football. And yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. He just doesn't want to play football anymore, man.
Well, yeah, that was the rumor before he came back. You know, when he was sitting up there going through whatever he was going through and not showing up to training camp and mini camp, that they were talking about like he really didn't want to play no more. And I guess that was completely true.
That's beyond crazy.
Yeah, I think he only played 6 seasons.
I mean, you know, like we don't know what that man's body's going through, but if he had enough, he had enough. We can't. Like, who are we to judge?
Hey, I ain't judging. Hey, shit, man.
I like the way he played.
Got more money than you.
He got a good payday before it came about. That's for sure.
Didn't he though?
Yeah, I hope he ain't gonna have more money than me. I played that damn lottery tonight. Shit, I hope I hit it.
So, real quick, for some of our fans that are asking on my side if we came on tonight, did we not have a share feed for Facebook so we can share?
I just posted that on our chat too. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on Facebook right now. It's showing on the broadcast thing that it's on Facebook. But yeah,
I didn't get the alert either, but we might be having some technical difficulties, but we'll rectify that in just a few minutes. So those that are texting me, yes, we are on. For those that watch on Facebook, we are.
Yeah, it is on YouTube.
Yeah,
on YouTube.
Happens. You know, that's the great thing about technology and some of the bad things about it. That shit'll go down at any point in time.
So welcome back, Terrence, right there, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back, T. We ain't on Facebook.
Yeah. You never know how this shit may go. T on the phone with his agent, making sure that he get everything straight.
You got to call the right people because, like
same agent as Lovie Smith.
Yeah.
It's like, but again, for those that reached out, I appreciate it because we wouldn't have known.
Sure wouldn't have. We ain't the most tech savvy group of people.
No, I'm not.
I leave that to the young kids. You know, that's all they do is play on their damn phone every day, all day.
So
Man, hey, what's going on with these Madden ratings, dude? Now I do gotta put a disclaimer out there. I probably ain't played Madden in a fucking decade, so. But I do be seeing a lot of players and fans being up in arms about guys and their ratings on there.
So let me tell you who's really up in arms. The actual players.
Yeah.
Because there's, man, you're going to laugh. I saw an NBA 2K rating that actually had Ben Simmons shooting threes better than Russell Westbrook. Now, they both can't shoot, but damn.
Yeah, he ain't that damn bad. Shit. Hell, Simmons won't even take a damn three.
Look, I'm here.
Yeah, so that's kind of bad. I saw, who was that? Jamar Chase. I heard that he was pissed because he wasn't in the top 10 of wide receivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of bad. I saw, who was that? Jamar Chase. Damn, what the hell?
It's an echo now. Hey, call our PR guy, our tech guy. What's going on?
Man, I don't know. But this do sound like one of the moments when you can love hearing yourself talk.
I guess. B, what's happening?
What's going on, B? Yeah, so I didn't like the fact that they gave Roquan an 89.
That's it?
Yeah, well, shit, they gave Quinn an 83.
Wait. Time out. The number one rated NFL linebacker is only an 89?
Yeah.
So what is Micah Parsons, like a 95, 94?
He's an 88. He's like one behind them. They got Bobby Wagner, who I think is over. He's not the same Bobby Wagner he was. They got him, Warner from San Francisco. They got DeMario. I forgot his name. I think old boy from Atlanta, and a couple other people had him. They got the other guy, Darius Leonard. He got a 90. I just don't understand it, because these people that they sit up there and they keep putting in front of Roquan, his numbers are just as good, if not better, than all of them, and they constantly keep. He's probably, like I told people last year, he's the most disrespected linebacker in the NFL. Simply put, you didn't make the Pro Bowl, but you made the All Pro. How the hell does that happen?
I missed it. What are we talking about?
So for one,
sorry, I got my credit card got multiple transactions thrown on my credit card, so I had to call the bank and put a fraudulent thing because somebody's using my credit card when I own it.
Oh no! See what's going on?
It's a messed up world, man.
Today is just kind of weird.
Oh, it's damn so weird.
But back to what you were saying, like, how in the world, right, Chris, you said Roquan Smith not only is the All-Pro, but didn't make the Pro Bowl. He was also ranked the best linebacker in the NFL right now currently. How is this possible? But this man is, overlooked, disrespected. Hell, a damn video game can't even get him right. Like, what are we really talking about?
Yeah, I can't even tell you on that one, man. Like, what was he, the sixth? Was it sixth rating in Madden?
Yeah, I think he's like the sixth one.
How the hell he's at least
Darius Leonard, Warner. Who else? Bobby Wagner. I think his name is DeMario Webber, that linebacker from Atlanta. And there's one other guy that's ahead of him. I forgot who it is.
Show your childhood crush.
I was going to say the only person I could think of that has a possible case is Darius Leonard. But, I mean, we're talking about just somebody that's getting, like, Roquan is our defense right now.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to be calling on him for a lot. But as far as sideline to sideline, impact tackles for loss, like, what is it that those other guys are doing that Roquan is not getting that nod? I, for one, can't call it, because that whole Pro Bowl thing, it becomes a popularity contest after a certain point.
Oh, you already know it.
So I can't sit up here and just totally disregard, since we're talking about Madden, because although it is a video game, but they've been doing this for a long time. And when you have certain people, like I remember one year, like Tyreek Hill had been the fastest person in the league, but he wasn't the fastest person in the game.
He wasn't even like top 10 that year that you're talking about. Like,
Right. That made like absolutely no sense. So I guess from a gamer's point of view, you'd be pissed because now if that's your favorite player, what are you really looking forward to? But from fantasy football, I still pick up Roquan because if you're in one of those leagues that allows you to have a defensive player, I mean, he's gonna give you 100 tackles
easily in his sleep.
Couple sacks,
especially this year.
Right.
Flirting with like 150 this year, probably.
Oh, he gonna get you. Yeah, he gonna get you a nice amount of tackles that they can keep his ass clean.
So I think, well, for one, I think that the interior, because he's going to play on the side when they're in that nickel, when they're in that cover 2 nickel, he's more than likely going to play on the side behind Robert Quinn.
Yeah, if Robert Quinn's there,
all things considered equal.
Yeah.
Nicholas Morrow is going to play the left side, which is the side where we're concerned about because that's where Justin Jones is playing 3 technique tackle for the first time. Mm-hmm. And then you have that carousel at left defensive end between Al Kadim, Mario Edwards, Travis Gibson. And then I know you guys are not like a fan favorite of yours. He's not a fan favorite of yours, but Angelo Blackson is going to get some time.
So the other guy was excuse me. The other guy was Levante David.
I know. Okay, no, he's solid. He's real solid.
So they had they got Fred Warner, DeMario Davis, Levante David, Bobby Wagner.
But see, now DeMario Davis is what Roquan, he's to Atlanta what Roquan is to us. Davis, that's the kid from Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Like, there's no argument with him because he's a monster.
I saw your daughter sneaking back there, Fal. She tried hiding. Tell her I saw her.
Man, they be running all over the damn place. I get no respect. I'm like the Rodney Dangerfield up in this field. I get no respect at all. They come out this mama.
Yeah, I mean, all those years too with Akeem Hicks too, when he was one of the best defensive tackles in the game, right?
Yeah, he got no respect.
He never even got like above an 86. Even when he was a beast, he was never above an 86. It was like Madden hates the Bears. Like I think that's.
I think Jalen Johnson is like an 88 speed. I'm like, how?
He's not even that fast. He's a good corner, but he's not that fast.
Well, he ain't that slow either. 88.
No, he is. He's a normal.
Slow.
That's low.
That's like they had that's like peanut type speed.
Right. And I'm sorry, the way I saw Jalen Johnson covering and blanketing Devontae Adams in the first half of that last Green Bay game, that man's not slow.
No.
He's not slow at all. So what are we really talking about? So right now we know that Madden, for lack of a better term, if you're not a superstar, exception Roquan Smith, they're really just throwing whatever to the wall so it sticks. As far as in the national eye, I saw something where the Bears are now actually ranked last in the division. Did you all see that?
I wouldn't be surprised.
So
all it does is take a little something and then they're
flipping it. But I was looking because now, what is it that Detroit has that you have all propelled them in front of us? Although the last 3 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, we've only lost to Detroit one time in the last 3 years. One time.
And that was with the McDonald's drive-through coach.
So I know they spent.
Biscuit ain't never lost to their ass.
They spent. I think it was
he never did lose to the Lions, Mitch.
They spent like 123. I want to say the number was. They spent $123 million on their offense, where we only spent 62, and we still sitting on 20 million.
Who on their offense really sticks out for you right now? Right now, they had a great draft. I'm going to admit that the Lions had a very good draft, but you don't know how those draft picks are going to work out.
Nobody does. It's all speculation. That's why I said
still had Jared Goff at your quarterback.
What is it that they did, right, that made them vault the Bears? Because like Amon-Ra St. Brown, he will be a star for the Lions. He will be a very, very good Darnell Mooney-ish, maybe a tick above because of the speed. He will be a very good receiver.
He's not going to be that star this year, though.
But a lot of that, like, people need to realize, if you're going to put that same caveat on Justin Fields for Darnell Mooney's success, well, hell, Jared Goff ain't throwing that hell of a ball.
And Fields has a way better ball than Jared Goff ever had.
Because the thing about Sean McVay said, Jared Goff can't drive the ball down the field. Y'all remember that? So what is it about? Again, I asked because they spent some money, they solidified some line. I think, Chris, they got one more receiver. His name escapes me right now that they picked up. I can't remember. I know they got
They spent a lot of money on mediocre receivers, something the Bears did not do this year.
Where's my man's name they got coming back, though? I know they got like three really dope running backs. DeAndre Swift and some other people that real speed guys.
Yeah, they got Swift.
Like, they didn't do poorly in the draft, right?
Well, they did pretty good in the draft.
But I mean, look here. At the end of the day,
Jeff Okudah comes back, right? Defense.
Shit, that nigga.
He comes back. He was a first round pick.
He ain't been shit since he been in the fucking league. He ain't even been able to play.
Hey, don't tell me he's on that Namdi Asamoah.
Look, the dude has been what? He came out of Ohio State.
This should be his third year, right?
Yeah, but he's probably only played about 10 games, if that. He came from Ohio State. He was highly rated out of high school. All-American at Ohio State. Supposed to have been one of the next great shutdown corners. Big, correct. Supposed to be fast. And he's came into the league and looks big and slow and hurt. So I don't know what exactly it is that you're looking for or what you expect. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if this is third or fourth year that this man may be cut by next year or the middle of this year if he doesn't sit up there and produce.
Cut?
Yeah.
I don't know about
I mean, you talking about a guy that when he was in there, the coach was on his ass because he wasn't doing what it was that he was supposed to do. That's one.
Like here's your wide receivers for the Lions. You got your St. Brown, DJ Chark.
Right, DJ Chark, Quintez Cephas, I know.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Josh Reynolds. Those are your top
Josh
five
Reynolds,
receivers.
that might have been
None of those names really.
Josh Reynolds they got from what's his name? Didn't he come from the Rams?
Which one?
I'm not
Reynolds?
sure, Chris.
Yeah, I think
Reynolds came from the Rams. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is that Reynolds, the one that got hurt. Okay.
Yeah.
But like I said, at the end of the day, it's still the Detroit Lions. You tell me where you sitting up there thinking, oh, God, the Detroit Lions, they're so much improved. Really?
Well, I think it's DJ Chark, the one that, because he was the one free agent that a lot of teams did want.
Yeah, but the thing is about Chuck, and hell, I wouldn't mind having him here, but
yeah, we spoke on that. We both would have loved to have Chark. Chark is decent.
But can he stay healthy? That's his thing.
I mean,
it's the thing with a lot of receivers nowadays, man.
Yeah, can he stay healthy?
You're going to spend all this money on these receivers, and you're not guaranteed that they're going to stay healthy.
Nope, sure.
You're right. And then did you all see where? Hate to keep talking about the Lions, but did you see where they turned? Remember Devin Funchess? They turned him into a tight end. Remember Devin Funchess?
Because Funchess doesn't have the speed.
Right, he had no speed. He's like running in quicksand.
He's got like great hands, but can't get over.
He'll be fast for a tight end, but as far as for a receiver, he's not that fast.
The problem is he's got great hands, he's got solid size, but if you don't have the speed, then you throw a linebacker who's got big size on the guy. That linebacker is probably going to get in front of that ball.
That's the thing, though. He's slow for a receiver. He's not slow for a tight end.
Right. He's slow. He's like 4'6".
Yeah, you're right.
He's like 4'6" for a receiver. 4'6"
a linebacker like Roquan Smith can guard him.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Roquan
has exceptional speed for a linebacker as well.
Yeah, the only thing is about that matchup is Devin stands about 6'5", and Roquan is probably 6 foot.
Yeah. So since that is an interdivisional rivalry, what is it that we need to look at when we play the when we play the Lions? Is it Chark to Amon-Ra St. Brown on the outside? Or are we looking at trying to shut down Swift? Are we looking at? You forgot they got Jamal Williams, who was a really good running back, real fast cat back type of cat.
That don't mean nothing if your line can't block worth shit.
Oh no, their line is pretty.
They got a pretty good offensive line this year.
Yeah, they did like we did.
They spent
maybe that's what they upgraded.
Yeah, that's the big.
They did spend the money on the line, but so funny you mentioned that because now I have to think addition by subtraction. So does that vault the Vikings line up with losing the guy that we got that we really don't want in Dakota Dozier?
Hopefully, won't even be here.
I heard some stories that they like him, man. I don't know why.
Like, who are you going to cut then? Because we drafted so many offensive linemen this year. You're going to send one of them into the practice squad?
I don't think it's the drafted ones. You got to look at the UDFAs, not the ones that were drafted.
Yeah.
Because the UDFA is like my man, what is his name? Miller. He comes from U of I. I think he was like a guard center / Like, you have to look at people like that because once you're drafted, they kind of like give you a little bit more rope. But somebody like a Dakota Dozier, who was he a first round pick?
Dakota Dozier? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
I thought it was kind of high. I could be mistaken.
I thought he was like a third round.
But Minnesota expected great things from him. And, sometimes they say one man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, the Bears don't need no more trash. We don't need no more fool's gold. We did that with a long time ago with your boy, Charles Leno. You call him Speed Bump Charlie, Chris.
Yeah, I know.
He made it. He was like the number one. No, he was like the number 2 rated left tackle efficiency-wise, remember?
Yeah.
It was like, how?
Dakota Dozier was drafted in
the fourth round.
Yeah, fourth round? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think he was that high. They did expect great things out of him. They said he was a steal of the draft. I remember that.
I think something happened where he dropped that he wasn't supposed to. That's what it was. He was like first, second round and he dropped. But at the same time, right? If we look up right now, let's say since the 2000s, we won't even go back that far. We'll just say the 2000s. That's 22 years. Look at the type of linemen the Bears have drafted that either were bust or were good and we let go, or were injured. 2 off the top of my head right now are Chris Williams and Gabe Carimi. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
I hold on.
We did catch lightning in a bottle with Kyle Long, though.
Now this is
nobody expect. Like I know.
Kyle Long drafted him. Has
you drafted him because of his name. You drafted him because of his name.
I think the
Hall of Fame genes.
He had Hall of Fame genes, but his brother Chris was very damn good. And
absolutely,
Kyle was actually productive at Oregon, but I think didn't he get in trouble?
No, he only played like 10 games.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Oh, he was hurt. I thought he got in trouble because it was like he flashed.
No, he didn't get in trouble.
He had some pancakes on the little mic'd up thing, and then we didn't see him no more.
Yeah, because I know he only played like 10 games, and everyone was just like, dude, nobody had him even going in the first round.
Now this right here is a little bit off topic, but something just flashed across. Hornets restricted free agent Mal Bridges, formerly charged with felony domestic violence and child abuse after alleged assault.
That's what all this trade talk too, isn't it? Like he's about to be traded.
He's not going to get a max deal right now.
Yeah, there goes his
trade.
I
wouldn't give him a max deal, period. I mean, shit. I like him, but not enough to get him.
I think they would have tried because I thought they were trying to shop or cut from Butler. They broke his leg, Boston.
Oh,
I know who you're talking about.
Gordon Hayward.
Yeah.
Hayward, Gordon Hayward.
I remember watching that live, man. My God.
I watched it live too. First game of the year.
I was like, oh my God, man.
Yeah.
But so okay, let's play the game. Let's say he doesn't get in trouble. He doesn't go to jail. Now he's a mid-level exception player. Should the Bulls go after him?
Who, Miles? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah.
Wait, what position is he? Is he small forward?
On paper, yeah.
Well, then no.
He
we don't need any more 1 through 3s.
The same thing that Pat Williams is. Can play some 4 in a small ball lineup. Play some 3.
I thought he was.
No, I don't. Tell you the truth, I don't want to see another fucking guard, small forward that we should have did take a risk on. Shit, we already got better than Patrick Williams. 11 of them right now.
Is he better than Patrick? Are you saying now?
Is Miles Bridges better?
Yes.
Than Patrick Williams?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right now?
Yes. Yeah, and he's also older too. So
he is. He's more seasoned. He's still not old. I think he's 2 years older. He's more seasoned.
Oh, he's like probably 2 or 3 years older. Pat Williams was a baby when he came out. He was the youngest dude.
Miles Bridges, I think, is 25, 26.
He came out as a freshman. I'm talking about NBA years. Patrick Williams is going on his 3rd year. Bridges should be going on his 4th. I'm only talking about NBA years.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is this. I'll into it.
If you're going to get Miles Bridges for
the
team, straight to basketball. We just jumped straight to basketball.
I'll put it to you like this: Miles Bridges don't play defense.
He does. He just doesn't play Patrick Williams defense.
No, I mean,
but this is the thing.
I'll put it to you like this: when I think of Miles Bridges, I think of a guy that's sort of.
He's a better scorer, and that's what we need.
Way better scorer. Way better scorer.
Way more confident scorer.
For one thing.
Way more athletic, too. He's super athletic.
No, I wouldn't say way more athletic.
I don't see Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams has
athleticism.
Of athleticism, but we don't see seasoned athleticism. Like
Patrick Williams' athleticism compared to Miles Bridges. Williams is stiff compared to Williams. Compared to Miles Bridges. That's just without question.
But this is the thing. Like when you're talking,
I say Miles Bridges is the better athlete, but I wouldn't sit up there and say like it's just far and away the better athlete. No way.
And you're gonna get Miles Bridges for a 4 or 5 year contract cheap.
No, you're not.
What he is like. If this brings his price down, cheap. And then how many people out there are willing to trade you a power forward or a center, very good ones? If you include Patrick Williams in a trade, a lot. That is the chip right now. Every single good 4 or 5 we want to get, we aren't willing to trade Patrick Williams, and they're just saying no. If you're telling me I'd get Miles Bridges and then trade, everyone's going to yell at me for trading PW. I don't care if it's going to get me a good.
No, I hate to break up this conversation.
No, you don't.
But I don't. You're right. I don't.
Why would you?
But I have good news and I have bad news. So which one do you want first?
Well, I'm guessing the bad news, since I'm not seeing down low, is our guest is not making it.
Well, the bad news is what Frank just said.
Yeah, I figured that because I don't see him down
But the good news is
you got Michael Jordan.
He is going to reschedule and come back later this month. He was having technical difficulties. He cannot log on. So
JB, T, you're our guest today then. Welcome back.
I'm the guest today.
You're the guest today. Welcome back.
Wait, what you mean he couldn't log on?
He was having trouble logging on because he doesn't have the program that supports StreamYard.
Oh, like the PDF files and everything like that. Like you need all that type stuff, that updated software type stuff to get Streamwood. Can't have that old school dial-up internet if you want to get Streamwood.
Since we are talking about the Bulls, and I don't know how the fuck we got on the Bulls.
Yeah, we just blame that on foul.
That's because we know you don't give a fuck about talking about the Bulls. That's why.
I really don't, but I can. I will talk about the Bulls because I'm wondering what the fuck are they doing with all these goddamn guards?
They don't know what they're doing.
Kobe?
I think everybody is just hoping they're going to package up a few of these guards to go out and get a power forward. I think that's all
When they drafted number 25, I don't even know his fucking name.
Dalen Terry.
Dalen
Terry. I'm trying to get him on the podcast. I'm trying to get him on the podcast.
He's a guard.
He's a guard.
He's a shooting guard, small forward type.
Yeah, in summer ball, he was playing guard.
He was because we didn't have any.
Arizona, his last year, he played point guard.
Yeah, he played point guard at times. He doesn't want to play point guard.
What the fuck does Chicago have? It's like we're infatuated with the little guy.
But
I feel like Chicago only wants athleticism.
I was telling
infatuated with these little guys.
I was telling people just like this. It's this simple. Something's going on with Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, that's scaring the hell out of people. I agree.
And from everything that I've been hearing and reading, it's that damn knee. He looks good doing certain things, and then the minute he starts ramping it up, they got to shut him down because he goes into pain and has discomfort. So that's what all this shit is about. What's the sad part about it is that, like I told somebody the other day, Lonzo Ball was more of an important signing than DeMar DeRozan.
I agree.
Because for the simple fact that it's at a position that we've been hurting at since Derrick Rose went down.
Agreed.
And the Bulls have not been able to sit up there and fill that position because the point guard is probably the most important position on the court. And they haven't had anybody that's even comparable or competent to play that position at all. So we are really hurting at that position. And we paid a man a lot of money to sit up there to play that position. And he's getting $21 million. And he's only going into his second year. And I think he signed it for, if I'm not mistaken, 4 years. So now you're talking.
Russell Westbrook's available in the trade block.
If they trade for Russell Westbrook,
LeBron James will take that trade.
You don't have to worry about me going to a Bulls game. I ain't gonna watch shit.
You don't want to get Skip Bayless and talk about Russell Westbrook?
Man, that motherfucker's a cancer.
Dude, he is destroying the Lakers.
You can't have Russell on the same team.
I won't say destroy the Lakers.
JB
He is destroying Westbrook.
disagrees. Listen what JB got to say. What you got to say, JB?
You all just called the man a cancer and said he's destroying the Lakers.
No, I'll take that back. He's destroying LeBron and Russell Westbrook. Vocally.
Okay. So now I'm gonna have to bring you up to my level.
Whoa. Who said your level is up here?
I did.
Who told you
I did.
that?
And people didn't know me. I did. And people didn't know me.
All right, go ahead.
If you look at LeBron James and Russell Westbrook, they damn near play identical as far as every single thing you look for in the stat getting category. They both rebound, they both push the ball, they both get high number of assists, they both score. The problem is Russell is trying to be something he's not on the Lakers because LeBron already does everything Russell does.
Agreed.
So that's not an indictment on Russell Westbrook. Remember, this man just averaged a damn triple-double with the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, he did it with the Houston Rockets too.
But I'm talking about he just did it with Bradley Beal and a bunch of bums.
He did it with
let's not sit up here and just say that Russ is the problem. The problem is this 38-year-old, I almost said something, this 38-year-old person that don't want to shut it down and let somebody else be great and he just ride along.
Say his
That's
name.
the problem.
Just say his name.
Because
the phony GOAT.
Because people, I'll never say the word GOAT in association with his name.
Phony
but
GOAT.
The simple problem of the whole situation is people will praise LeBron James for getting points, rebounds, assists, but then we'll say Russell Westbrook is stat padding.
That's because LeBron wins, though.
No, that's not. Because when you go on a couple years ago and you watch this show called The Shop, which is LeBron James' show, he said out of his own mouth, I want all the points, all the rebounds, all the assists. So who's the true stat pad?
I don't like LeBron James, so I'm not arguing with you on that.
Who is the true stat pad?
When LeBron James is dealing with his foot, vagina, or whatever injury that he had throughout the regular season this year, like when he was dealing through all that, why is it he would come back when he's playing a shitty defensive team? So he can pad his stats. And he sits out versus Joel Embiid.
That to me is the most egregious part of this person because I got people.
What was that word you just said?
Egregious.
Look, it's a good word. It's a good word.
What does that mean?
I know what that means. Come on.
I don't know what that means.
Can I say the word damning? The most damning part of this person?
Okay.
Layman's terms right there.
He'll sit up there and basically trade away the world and leave you with no draft capital to get the best of the best of the best. Once Russell Westbrook was without Kevin Durant and without James Harden, he didn't have a lot, and he went on a tear. The man has averaged a triple-double for like 4 seasons.
But JB,
he's also been top 3 in the NBA in turnovers every year too.
Some of it might be stat padding, but also some of it is if he don't do it, it ain't gonna get done.
He just plays hard. That's one of the greatest things that you can say about Russell Westbrook. He busts his ass and he plays hard. But I said this from the get-go. LeBron James, you are a dumb ass for trading all the Lakers' future assets to get somebody you can't play with. You can't play with him. And you had a possibility last season to trade Westbrook for John Wall. John Wall would have played better with LeBron James than Russell Westbrook would have.
Absolutely. He's more
John Wall plays more team ball
than
Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, you can say he's a stat padder, sure. But you can't really say he doesn't play team ball because he still leads the team in assist.
Well, he's led the league multiple years.
More for Russ. Russ plays more games for Russ.
Russell Westbrook's legacy just went down the crapper because he was traded to the Lakers.
Can I just interject for 1 minute?
Please.
Of course.
The problem is, and it's been like this for the longest, you got a guy in LeBron James.
Who's a bitch?
Who does not sit up there and adjust his game for nobody, but everybody must adjust their game for him.
Everyone treasures his game.
It was going to fail in the first place because Russell Westbrook and LeBron James are sort of the same player. Even if you would have brought in a guy like John Wall, it still wouldn't have worked. John Wall is most effective with the ball in his hands because he is a pure point guard. He's not a guy that's going to sit over there and wait for LeBron James to dribble and pass on the ball and shoot corner threes or shoot from the top of the circle. Like LeBron James has gone ahead and guys like Kyrie Irving and guys like Mo Williams and guys like whoever else he's gone ahead that play that point guard position.
Mario Chalmers.
Let me interject in what you just said. So John Wall he's the type of player that is not going to pout and go run and sit on the bench if he doesn't get the ball. Russell Westbrook
needs the ball.
He needs the ball to be effective. John Wall can move around without the ball.
But he's not. But moving around without the ball and being able to be effective, anybody can move around without the ball. Is how effective you can be. He's not an effective guy without that.
He's not
ball.
a good shooter.
I disagree.
You take away what's his best attribute?
His shot.
No, John Wall's best attribute is facilitating.
Yeah, that's
running the offense,
facilitating and punching it back out to a 3-point line.
Running the offense.
You're not going to be able to do that. One thing that
John Wall had a good shot in his early
guys
years.
in the NBA now that are both former MVPs that are two of the most inefficient players in NBA history? James Harden
and Russell
Westbrook.
Yep.
And they were on the same team together.
Yep.
And I'm talking about in the history of the NBA. As far as when it comes down to superstars, guys that's going to be potential Hall of Famers, they're two of the most inefficient players ever.
And think about it. With and there's always caveats, but if you look at LeBron James's teams, the only time he had a dominant point guard was Kyrie. Only for the ball handling aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie wasn't averaging more assists, but Kyrie also told him, "Go to hell, I'm shooting this."
Agreed, and that's why they. That's why he left. That's why they bought it.
Why is that?
Well, Westbrook don't have Kyrie's shot to do that.
Nah, the thing is this, because Kyrie Irving is also one of the most efficient players.
There you go, Chris.
When he wants to be,
he can shoot and he can finish. That's why, and he's actually the only teammate of LeBron James that actually outscored him, averaged more points than he has in his career. As far as being his teammate, Chris Bosh never did it. Dwayne Wade never did it.
Did Anthony Davis do it?
Anthony Davis never did it.
But we all know he should. But we all know Anthony Davis should have been Finals MVP in the bubble.
He should have been, absolutely. LeBron won that because of his name.
Clear. I got a message to you before I forget. I got a message to tell Mark to go through Google to log into StreamYard. I don't know what that means, but that was something that was text to me to tell you.
Go through Google.
I don't know. Look, my shit just pops up. I don't know.
Yeah, mine pops up too.
So, and I have what is this? A HP with a Intel Core i3. I don't know whatever that means, but that's the computer I got, and it pops right up.
Since we're on this Russell Westbrook question right now,
yes,
is he on the team next year to start the season?
Has to be, because nobody's going to trade for him.
Nobody's trading for him.
Has to be, and at $47 million.
Well,
do you guys believe all this that says LeBron James doesn't want to play here next year if Russell Westbrook is?
Well, I just heard reports that said that the big three.
Yeah, they just had a little powwow yesterday.
Had a powwow, said they're going to try to make it work. They want to make it work, so I guess we'll find out.
Because they have no other options. Nobody wants Westbrook.
All right, I got a question. Now, I haven't been watching none of the Summer League, but we get back on the topic of the Bulls. I like this kid, Maker.
Center, right?
I like Maker.
Okay. Why? Because he's gritty, right?
Gritty.
I like him. Well, he has height. That's what I like.
He needs to get more beef on him.
He does need to get more beef.
Hands down.
I like him.
He's 19, right?
I like him because he can dribble. I like him because he got some shooting ability. I like him because he's tall and athletic.
And he's gritty down low to get the offensive
He was gritty
rebounds.
getting boards, man. I saw him. He was gritty.
Yeah, he is an energy all over the place type player. Like he bust his ass, and it's Summer League. I mean, so you have to, but I do really like him.
Let me tell you why he's not gonna make it.
Oh, I already know that.
Debbie Downer.
No, because that would be too much like Wright. You know who they're going to try to let make the team?
Too much like Wright.
Mature Maker.
Yeah. I really hope not, but you're probably right.
Yeah.
You see the writing on the wall because look, like you said, Chris, look at how he was playing. And if you wasn't watching the games, you wouldn't hear of him.
Nope.
But they sure showed you that little 3 Mature Maker made the other day. They sure played the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Our little European guy, though, played pretty well in the summer.
Simonovic is not. You saw the no look between the legs, no look. Simonovic.
He looked pretty good. But again, this is Summer League. I mean, you're playing against.
He's not new. He's not new.
No, I'm just saying, like, he was always just not dressed playing in the D League last year, wasn't he?
I don't remember if he had a two-way or not. I just remember whenever I saw him play like Marko Simonovic, like he's not a bum. Like he can play ball.
No, he can play. He's not given a chance though, especially now that you just went and got Drummond too, which I like that signing. I like Drummond.
You got three guys
that solidify the offense.
You got 3 guys that play center and nobody that plays power forward. Drummond is a center. Vooch is a center. Tony Bradley is a center.
And then you
have no power forward. Even though I like Pat Williams, Pat Williams is truly not.
He's gonna be your small forward, and it's a horrible decision.
Yeah. So
Course.
you got to do something. I don't know.
You're
Like I said,
just
I hope AK
destroying his
is.
development.
I hope he's grabbing up all these guys to package them for somebody that's somewhat relatively decent. But
yeah, I don't even know who's out there.
That's what I said. I said I hope for somebody.
Yeah, I don't even know who's out
there. You can hope for somebody, but that'll be a wish in your ass because there's nobody left. It's nobody left.
I mean, they're gonna have to trade. It may not be a beginning of the season trade or over the summer trade, but it's gonna be something probably through mid-season. But shit, they got 10 to 11 guys playing at 3-to-1 position. So damn.
But let me be very clear when I say this because I promise you I'm not being facetious. Never mind that.
What's up with all these big words, dude?
Never mind that in the background. But besides Patrick Williams, what do the Bulls have to offer that they're willing to give?
Kobe White?
No. People are they're not banging down your door for Kobe White right now.
This is the thing.
I'll put it to you like this. What type of player are you looking to get?
Well, remember,
that's the thing. If you're looking for a superstar or a star, you're probably not going to get him. Now, if you're looking for a guy that can be a nice piece, a guy that could probably come in, like I said, the Bulls don't need a superstar. They need a guy that can sit up there, block some shots, grab some rebounds, and play some damn defense.
So I got a deal for you. And I have been thinking about this for a long time, talking to my bro, Curtis Clay. If you the Bulls, because I know me and Frank are on the same page with the John Collins, but that might cost a lot. Chris, you're not a fan.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
I mean, I'm a fan now because we need someone like him right now.
Mom, thanks, Mom, for saying I used big words as a kid. But I would call Dallas right now and say, hey, I give you a second-round pick, Kobe White and Tony Bradley for Dwight Powell. Can we do business? And I would put Dwight Powell in my phone. Because right now the Bulls are talking about signing Blake Griffin. I don't want Blake Griffin.
I mean,
I
put it to you like this
That's
about
not Lob City Blake Griffin.
Yeah. What does Powell block shots?
Powell's a defender.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah,
he's a defender and rebounder. He's more like a utility guy.
But that's the thing with Powell. You talk all right. So you talking about trade? What you say? Kobe White, a second-round pick, and what else?
And Tony Bradley, because Tony Bradley, let's be honest, with Andre Drummond coming now, Tony Bradley's not gonna play.
Well, I'll put it to you like this: I'm not trading 3 people for Powell.
It's just it's the pick. The pick is just because everybody want a pick.
Yeah, but I'll put it to you like this: if you're running a team, who you think is the better player, more valuable, Kobe White or Dwight Powell, or whatever?
Well, what we need, Dwight Powell is more valuable.
I wouldn't want Dwight Powell.
For what we need right now, as presently constructed as Bull, Dwight Powell would solve a lot.
I'm not giving up Kobe White for Dwight Powell and a second rounder and Tony Bradley.
So let me ask you this: what are you keeping Dwight Powell for? I mean, what are you keeping Kobe White for?
Kobe White. The thing is about
small
this.
guard right now.
Kobe
I don't
White
think he's going to be on the team.
But what are you keeping him? See, y'all not answering my question. What are you keeping him
I understand why you're saying why you keeping him, but why are you trading away? I think that you can use Kobe White in a different package to get somebody else better. I wouldn't sit up there and do it for no damn Powell. And so you trading 3 players for one guy that shit. I can't even say that he wouldn't even start on majority of the teams in the NBA. And you trading 3 guys. One of them which is better than him.
I'm saying you're looking at putting somebody in that power forward position.
Yes, but you can get somebody else better than him then for a package. If you put together that type of package, you can get someone better than Powell.
Who? Because everybody don't you know why I said Dallas in particular is because with them losing Jalen Brunson, now Spencer there's a power struggle at the 2 guard position. Do I start Spencer Dinwiddie or do I start Tim Hardaway Jr.? You know what they don't have? Don't have a backup point guard. Bam. Kobe White fits that position.
Well, you do. You just went out and signed an aging one this offseason.
I'm talking about Dallas doesn't have one.
Oh, Dallas, sorry.
So we have something we can offer Dallas. Right now with Dwight Powell, remember, They just signed Christian Woods. So Dwight Powell just went from starting power forward to 11th, 10th, 12th man, somewhere in that.
I wouldn't say that. You can start them together.
No, because they
the center.
The 7-foot kid. What is his name? Damn, if Kurt, if you watching, chime in, because you're the Mavericks fan. They got it's Luka at 6'7", Spencer Dinwiddie at like 6'5", Finney Smith at like 6'7", Christian Wood at 6'9". They got this 7-foot, not Boban, but they got this 7-foot kid. I can't even think of his name right now.
Is he better than Powell?
He's going to start. He's better than Dwight Powell. He's better than Dwight Powell.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think that you could probably go out there and get somebody better than him. Someone better than him for that package.
Chris, I'm not saying you can't, but the reason I just threw Tony Bradley in is because he's not going to play for us right now.
I know he's not going to play.
So just might as well get rid of him.
What about Jared Vanderbilt over in Minnesota? Is he still? Did he get signed?
I'm not sure. I don't follow Minnesota like that.
I only follow him because of all the Rudy Gobert stuff and everything like that. Like, I mean that guy's not going to get that much playing time with now another big coming in.
Well,
I mean, he's an elite shot blocker.
You looking at Ant-Man, you looking at D'Angelo Russell, so that's probably your backcourt. Towns and Gobert are your 4 and 5, and I don't know who would be at the 3 in Minnesota right now. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, one power forward who is still out there. Are we ready to hear his name?
I'm listening.
Kevin Durant.
We're not going to
get I know we're not going to.
You'd have to literally
trade your team. You might as well trade ownership if that was the
case. Hey, Chris. Duh. You know who they signed and they gave money to?
Oh, who? Don't you say his name.
Who are you talking about?
He ain't going to be on the team.
Who? I'm talking about Dallas. Who they starting center is?
We're talking about the Bulls.
Chicago boy, JaVale McGee. They gave him like $14 million.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. They gave McGee 14?
So Finney Smith is not Finney Smith. Dwight Powell is not going to start.
He's going to start at the power forward position.
Christian Wood starts at the power forward.
Yeah.
And then you brought in McGee, but McGee would be your backup center too, though, wouldn't he?
No, he's your starter because he's like 2 blocks a game and he's like more efficient. Y'all look at that Shaq and the Fool stuff. His PER for centers, he's actually pretty productive.
Yeah, but you can't. Wait, are we still talking about McGee?
JaVale McGee is Dallas' starting center.
He can't give you a lot of minutes.
Why he can't?
Like, correct me, his average is only like 22 minutes a game.
Because of the small ball error.
Well, it could be the small bar error, but I also
because he can't play because now check this out. If you notice, there's been a slight shift. Now people are looking for these bigs. They're looking for these twin towers. Look at Minnesota, what they just did. Look at Cleveland.
Well, that's because finally the NBA or some of these coaches have woke up and noticed that you got teams now with these big front courts that are giving these small ball lineup teams hell because of their length.
And the rebounding. Talk to them, Chris. Talk to them.
Rebounding, yeah. I mean, shit. Tell you the truth, a team that was scary as hell at one particular point in time last season was the fucking Cleveland Cavaliers because they rolled out there with 3 fucking 7-footers.
I just said it.
And they looked damn good when they had those guys.
And I'll tell you right now, another team, they may be young and dumb as shit, but they got a lot of guys that's long and tall and versatile, and that's the fucking Orlando Magic.
I'm glad you said that.
They got a shitload of guys that's tall.
Remember, we were talking about making a deal to try to see about what Mo Bamba wanted. Now, they draft a 6'10" power forward, and they still got your guy from Baylor down there.
Yeah, hey, I told you the guy that I wanted the Bulls to trade for.
Speaking of Orlando, can we give Vucevic back?
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
Can we give him back?
AK is in love with Vucevic, so he's not.
Well, I'll put it to you like this, and I keep telling people, Vooch had a bad shooting year last year, probably the worst shooting year of his career.
Clearly, it was the worst shooting year.
First of all, people should get off Vooch because for the simple fact, don't look at him, blame management.
Thank you.
Because here's the thing.
You're not putting
this guy was an offensive guy. You knew that. You did absolutely zero shit to sit up there and bring him someone to compliment him on the defensive end.
And what did you do this year?
Andre Drummond and Vucevic averaged the same number of blocks.
Like 1.3 or some crazy
1.0.
And Drummond's not that good of a defender either.
You have still done him a disservice and made it so where fans are clamoring to move Vooch. He doesn't have a defensive guy next to him. That's what the fuck he needs. A defensive guy next to him. So he doesn't have to sit up there and have to guard all these big ass guys that he can't fucking block their shot.
So answer me this.
Yes.
What kind of offense is Drummond gonna bring?
No,
He's a rebounder. The exact same thing we wanted Tristan Thompson to bring, but we never played him.
Yeah. He's gonna bring rebounding, and he's not gonna give you too much shot blocking. He can move.
No, he ain't gonna give you no shot blocking.
Yeah, yeah.
So not when he is good as good.
Him and Vooch get that. Oops, I blocked your shot. That's what they get. So as a career, Vucevic is not even at 1 block a game. He's at 0.9.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. He's an offensive player.
Yeah.
And a very good one.
Defensive, big alongside of him.
So let's say they're going with the current trend, right? And they try to say, well, we're going to put Vooch to the 4. We're going to move Drummond into the starting lineup in certain rotations. And we're going to move Zach LaVine more to the 1 until Lonzo gets better. Let's say they try to pull that, try P. Will at the 3. What you think gonna happen? What you gonna get killed in, Chris? I'm gonna ask you first.
P. Will at the 3. You talking about on the offensive end or the defensive end?
I just asked you a question. What you gonna get killed in?
Shit, motherfuckers gonna penetrate on us all day.
You're gonna get killed in transition.
Thank you. Why couldn't you say me first?
Well, because he's a Vooch fan and he knows Vooch is athletic, but getting back is not his strong suit, especially when he's down low. The few times they actually get him a touch, which is why I said Donovan does him a disservice because you're giving him a touch with the play design for him to pass it right back out. You're not giving him a touch with the intent to score. That's Donovan's system.
I mean, they're gonna get killed in the transition, but they also gonna get killed as far as with penetration. Teams are still gonna be able to penetrate. There's nothing in there to.
Yeah, it's because both of your
bigs are. I said 1.3. He averages a block and a half a game for his career.
Yeah.
Drummond. But like I
said, I'm talking about. Yeah, he may average that for his career.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I'm backing what you're saying because that one little lucky block is not the same as being a defensive presence. Like let's be honest. We're not looking for Mark Eaton to come out there and give us 5 blocks a game. Like we probably won't see that ever again.
I'll be on the phone I'll put it to you like this. I'll be on the phone with Orlando right now. What you want for Jonathan Isaac?
I don't think they're gonna give it to him. I don't.
Let me ask you this though. We're all saying that we don't think he's going to make the team, but that guy we were just talking about in Summer League, he can rebound for you.
He'll end up being that's the one thing Drummond does bring you. He's a crazy good offensive rebounder.
Agree.
Like 3.9 offensive rebounds a game or something.
All right, what up? Yeah, he's a good rebounder. I mean,
he's like a 15-10 guy, right?
Oh,
Drummond?
Yeah, I think for his career he's like 15-10.
Oh, look, for his career, yeah, I think he's like a 14-10, something like that.
Yeah, he's pretty up there. He's
going to give you rebounds, but I mean, defensively, we're going to get destroyed in the pick and roll too. Like you Vooch and Drummond can't defend the pick and roll. We're going to get demolished in the pick and roll. We couldn't even defend the pick and roll last year when we were playing small ball.
And that was what, Javonte Green?
Yeah, Javonte, before Patrick Williams came back, our pick and roll got better when P-Dub came back. But again, you still don't have the size if you're going to run that pick and roll from a big down low on Patrick Williams. Yeah. It's just you have, like how we were brought up, we have all these small people. You still did not go out and solidify and get yourself a true power forward.
Keep in mind.
That's what this team needs.
Keep in mind what the Bulls are right now. To me, in my opinions, they are built to try to outscore you.
Yes, but you still don't have 3-point shooters.
But you don't have consistency at the three. Thank you, Frank. You don't have consistency at the 3-point game. When you bring the one thing the Bulls do have though is a lot of length.
Yes, they do. Wingspans for sure.
So that's why I think they would pretty much be able to switch on most things. But if you're these savvy coaches right now, all you're going to do is put Drummond or Vucevic in that pick and roll high side with the point guard or the 2 guard. Let them go crazy and let them go onto the rim. So again, Bulls management has not addressed any of the glaring needs. Now, this Lonzo Ball thing, if it doesn't work, drafting a bunch of point guards or picking up a bunch of point guards in free agency doesn't solve that problem either.
But you said it perfectly right there when we were just talking about who was our best 3-point shooter last year.
It was between Zach and Lonzo, wasn't it?
It was Lonzo Ball.
Like
when Lonzo went down, you lost a lot of 3-point shooting too. Like, it's amazing how important Lonzo. I mean, I'm not against them giving him that big contract, but yeah, it's hurting them now because you just don't know where that knee is.
So is it the Bulls and the Bears that what they do is they just get people that are injured and don't really like? How do these guys pass these physicals?
Do they even do physicals or do they just make that shit up?
I mean, he was fine. I mean, Lonzo was fine. The only thing is, throughout his short and brief NBA career, he's been a guy that's been hurt a lot. That's all.
Of course. So I'm asking you this. Does he have a degenerative knee syndrome like Brandon Roy?
He might.
Or does he need the microfracture?
From what I heard, the meniscus is healed. It's the bone bruise.
Yeah, it's not. It's still just irritating his knee.
Yeah,
but a bone bruise. It's been a long time. It should have been gone by now. It should have been gone by now. And the only person, so who's still on? Because I know they've got some really good guys. Like, are they keeping Tristan Thompson on the roster?
Hell
no. Tristan Thompson isn't even on the roster.
No.
No, I'm just asking because, like,
if you sign Drummond, there's no point in keeping Tristan.
No.
Drummond just Tristan just knocked up another chick, didn't he?
Oh
no.
What's all this news I'm hearing about him now? Or him and
Khloe Kardashian is still having the surrogate. The surrogate had their baby.
That guy needs to freaking Jesus.
Yeah. So whatever that is.
What happened?
Whatever that is.
They have a surrogate. So
they had another baby together.
Huh?
They had another baby together?
They had another baby. Yeah.
That baby's going to come out white.
But fill me on this. So you're telling me right now, you've got 4 centers, right?
I thought he was still talking about the baby.
Andre Drummond, right?
I was like, what the fuck?
You got Andre Drummond, you got Vooch, you got Tony Bradley, you got Marko Simonovic. Yep.
Marko hasn't made the team yet.
I'm gonna put him on there because he balled.
He's gonna make the team. Yeah, he's gonna make the team.
But the only really backup forward that you have that's actually just a forward and not a guard after P. Will is
Derrick Jones.
That's
Derrick Jones.
And he's not a 4. He's a
3-2.
He's not even a backup. He's a fucking 3. I mean, you can't put a guy that's 6'5".
Again, another guy with athleticism. It's like the Bulls.
Yeah, he got athleticism, but the guy has absolutely no.
He can't defend a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't defend a 4. He's 6'7" too, I think.
He's 6'7", but he's about my son's weight. He's about $195 at 6'7". He's about this big.
Yeah, he's a tiny guy.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I have to go back to management and look at Billy Donovan. Just because this kid can jump out the gym don't mean that he can play power forward. Milwaukee is still trotting. Milwaukee had a lineup that had Brook Lopez, Giannis, and Bobby Portis at the 3. I said, my God.
I
was 6'10", 6'11", 7'1". I said, my God, what are we going to do with that? What are we gonna do?
We're gonna go.
Chris
We're
Middleton
gonna
didn't
keep.
play
We're
that
gonna
game.
keep Tristan Thompson on the bench.
And just imagine if they would have had Chris Middleton playing.
Remember, I said Chris Middleton didn't play that game. Remember, and he's 6'8".
Chris Middleton missed majority of the. He missed the playoffs. That's why they ass lost.
Right, but I'm saying he didn't. I'm speaking specifically the Bulls. He didn't play.
Yeah.
So it's like right now, what are we really looking at? Are we looking at a Bulls team that's going to trot out 3 All-Stars, because that's what we have on the roster? You can't take their All-Star nods away. DeMar, Zach, Vooch. Can't take it away. Then you're going to accompany that with Drummond, and then you're going to try to sell us on Lonzo getting healthy, the Dragon giving us something. What is Ayo going to do this year? What does Dalen Terry bring? What position is he going to play? What is Alex Caruso going to do? Because remember,
we haven't even talked about Alex Caruso, and that guy jacked up this offseason.
Remember when the things were when shit was going left, Alex Caruso actually played point guard.
He did, and we were a better run offense when he was playing point guard.
And Kobe was off the ball at the 2. Remember?
And that was another thing. Why would you go out and sign what I can't even remember his name now?
Goran
Dragic, if you have Caruso. Caruso, I'd rather have him with a broken ankle play. Like, I mean, there is no comparison with
Frank, these are the questions that Chris is saying. He wants to see AK succeed, but he's got questions. I also say Billy Donovan.
Yeah, Billy Donovan as well.
I never wanted his ass.
Billy Donovan cannot be speaking up in those board meetings. He can't be. And it's on record because I followed it on Twitter. Vucevic was very big in bringing Dragic to the team. The whole, I don't want to misspeak, but is it Ukrainian or whatever it is, their culture, their nationality.
Well, they played together too, didn't they?
Whatever their national team thing is.
Yeah.
He wanted them over there, right? And I have no problem with looking out for your buddy. That's what it is. But I'm trying to win, man.
And we ain't winning with this lineup.
We might
battle for a top 5 seed.
I got us 5th or 6th. The same shit I said last year when I was telling Randall Radcliffe and his brother and all them others, the Bulls being the number 1 seed is fool's gold. Wait till we get into that third part of the season.
I got them 5 or 6, but that's with a healthy Lonzo Ball.
Well, I mean, a couple things. Like I said, I don't think that Bulls stuff was fool's gold. I think what happened was ran into too many injuries. And people also got to remember that Bulls team, they were put together last year. They had so many injuries to so many different people, and with COVID and all that, they never got a chance to get that true continuity together. Like they still to this day have not played
0 games,
a full fucking game.
Wait. But if you say that, then you have to give that same grace to Brooklyn. You have to give that same grace to Milwaukee. You have to give that same grace to Philly.
Brooklyn wouldn't have got knocked out in the first game.
First of all,
I'm saying, but all those teams had injuries
Milwaukee
in the beginning of the season. Miami too.
Milwaukee
didn't play till like game 30.
Has been together for some years. Miami has been together for some years. The Bulls were just assembled last year. And not only that, the Bulls was the most hurt team last year in the NBA.
That first half of the season, nobody expected them to be where they were at.
Nobody did.
Nobody.
And
they surprised everybody. But the key
thing
was
beat good teams, Frank.
Yes.
They could not.
And all those good teams, tell me one thing that they had. They were big. They were big. And that is the thing. And I agree.
Not only were they big, but they were also teams that all sit up there and play together. They've been playing with each other.
Yeah, they were. And you're not wrong on that one. You're not wrong. But even if it was that team still in the first year, all they had to do was throw the ball down low. That's all they had to do versus the Bulls. And I'm not saying if Billy Donovan wants to play small ball, then let him play small ball. But you are not the Golden State Warriors. You are not going to outscore big boy teams like the Golden State Warriors are. It's not going to happen unless you have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson on that team, and we don't.
And I'm going to be honest with you. For people that don't think this, Vooch at 6'10", playing center, playing big, that's a big difference when you have a legitimate 7-footer with a 7'8" wingspan.
Vooch is every bit of 7 foot. He ain't no 6'10".
No, he's listed at 6'10". What are you talking about?
Vooch is 7 foot.
No, I thought he was
I bet you look it up. I bet you $5 right now.
Make me
look it up
again. Damn.
Him and Andre Drummond is 6'10". Look it up.
No, Drummond is 6'10".
All right. Damn, dude, he looked ugly as shit.
Damn, why did they? Yeah, you're right. They put him down at 6'10".
But that wingspan, 7'5".
But he's got a hellacious wingspan.
7'5" wingspan.
But he's 6'10". Well, that makes up for that. I know what I'm talking about.
But I've never sit up there and heard them ever say that he was 6'10". I always heard.
I mean, maybe it's because you're looking at his wingspan so much.
When they announce him, they either say 6'11" or 7 foot. But I remember at USC draft night that he was 6'10".
Yeah, because they always even when they announce him on the Bulls, they don't. When the Bulls pull up their stuff and about the height and all that stuff, they don't never list him at 6'10". He's
they say 6'11" or 7 foot. I've seen it with Stacey King go through the roster. Yeah. And Javonte Green is 6'4". He our height, Chris, at power forward. I know exactly what you're talking about, but that's what I said.
And Javonte doesn't even have that big of a wingspan either. Like he's 6'4" with only a 6'7", 6'8" wingspan.
But actually, that's long for a 6'4" person.
Yes, but not for a power forward.
Not for a power forward. And that's why I said if you really pay attention, Vooch does very well. But when he's with, look at him against Markkanen. Markkanen's arms go on for days.
Yeah, Markkanen was a big boy. He just played like a marshmallow.
Yeah. I mean, I'll put it to you like this. It's simply put, AK fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of reasons why Vooch's stats and shit went down and why his efficiency went down.
Put the team around.
He had to play too much damn defense as well. He had to literally play both ends of the fucking court.
Yeah, but again, tell me Vooch was not as much of a defensive liability when Lonzo Ball was in the lineup.
Nah, he was. I mean, it's easy because you got guys like that can cut down the drive.
Yeah, I remember talking to Ronnie Brewer about that too. Like Lonzo was your perfect floor general. Like defensively and offensively. He always had you in the right spots. Even in the pick and rolls didn't kill us when we had a healthy Lonzo.
Because he was able to get back, which eliminated a lot of transition. But
yes.
I mean, him and Caruso were like number 1 and number 3 in the NBA in fucking steals.
Right. Yeah. But you got to remember,
Vooch finished number 3. Yeah, Vooch finished number 3.
Defensive transition is always effort. It's always effort.
It is. But it's hard when
it's also basketball IQ.
You got to bang down there with them big guys and then get your ass back.
And that's the thing. Patrick Williams.
And then another thing, you ain't really got nobody because who was his backup? Tony Bradley.
That's my point.
That son of a bitch gave you probably about 7 minutes.
Dude, he looked like a Cristiano Felicio, part 2.
I cannot sit up here and knock anybody that's made the NBA. I can't.
Yeah, agreed.
But there's something to be said about how you evaluate talent. We had a guy, what's his name, Chris? Luke Cornett was 7'3", but was like a 3-point shooter. Remember him?
Mm-hmm.
But they would never let him do what he does best.
Shoot threes.
They would always try to put him down low, start him with a pick and pop. But then he'd get beat and he couldn't get down to the other end. It's I don't know what it is, but the Bulls and the Bears, for some reason, we get the same type, and the White Sox too, we get the same type of general manager that either misevaluates talent.
Well, you know what? I had to take the White Sox up out of there.
I actually agree with Fall on that one. I don't think there's
the White Sox.
They made a mistake.
One thing about the White Sox, find guys that got talent.
Now, when Kenny Williams was the GM,
Kenny Williams. One thing I can sit up there and say this, and I said this years ago when Kenny Williams was the GM. Kenny Williams was probably the most aggressive GM that Chicago sports had in a very long fucking
Give me your
time.
definition of aggression and give me your
aggressive. That means when he saw something that he thought that team needed, he went out and got it. He never second guessed himself. He wasn't a John Paxson in the guard foreman sitting up there playing it safe. When Kenny saw something that he thought that team need, he did his thing. And
but give me an example, because I can tell you multiple times he's given money to aging former stars.
That was later on. That was later on in his.
I mean, he has done that. I mean, there's not a team or a front office guy that hasn't done anything like that. I mean, shit.
But in Chicago,
gave money
we
to
do it more than anybody.
Fucking Wade.
I mean, he went out and got.
I said in Chicago, we do it more than anybody.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put the White Sox organization in that one. Not Ken Williams and damn sure not Rick Hahn.
Hey,
them guys.
I'm a reasonable person, and if you feel that you two feel that we don't need to add the White Sox, I can say that, and I'll agree. But as far as the Bears and the Bulls, that is not up for discussion.
No, you're 100% on that.
Yeah. Now that I can't argue with.
I can take you all the way back to goddamn it when they drafted Shea McClellan, I almost broke a TV.
Yeah,
you can throw the Blackhawks on that list too.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. You speak to that, Frank, because I don't know hockey like that. But I know this. I know talent, and then I know when we had a certain person that we like, that's who we need to get, and they get some dude we ain't even heard of, and it's like, stop trying to be the smartest guy in the room. It's okay to draft the logical choice.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You know what else I blame it on? I blame it on people that so-called got jobs. Maybe it's because of who they know. Maybe it's because the color of their skin. But a lot of these scouts don't know what the fuck they looking at, what the fuck they doing. They just got that job to have that job. And I think a lot of times they just go off of things that they hear from reporters or notes that they take off from other scouts, which sits up there and makes them makes the organization look like fools. Because there's no way in hell, if I was a fucking scout, first of all, the Bears would be straight. The fucking Bulls would be straight. People do not know how to sit up there and evaluate and know talent when they see it. And these guys are guys that sit up there, they just go from maybe city to city, enjoy the perks of their job, which is probably sitting up there, sitting on your ass, sleeping in a fucking hotel, getting
expense account
and shit.
I hate to
no, you don't. Stop saying that.
No, you know why?
Why do you have to say that? There's no point in saying. Just
I hate to break it up, but we might as well just go ahead in this podcast. The technical difficulties on my end are crazy. My Wi-Fi is
I told you about playing with that damn all these ass Wi-Fi.
No, it's that dial-up internet. Good old AOL. Ding ding.
I heard Ryan Reynolds' company does really well. It's called Mint Mobile. Check it out.
Right.
Let's go ahead and get some shout outs then. Let's get this.
So Mark said he's gonna come back later in the month, maybe in a couple weeks. Because next week we got Frank. Who do we have next week?
From the NFL Hall of Fame. And we all know the big question that's going to be coming on our minds with that one is why the fuck even has a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Well, I had a couple questions.
I listened to him. I'm not going to spoil it. I listened to him on a podcast before, and he made some great reasons. Not that I all agree with, but he at the point even said at times there was a lot of times where he was just he didn't agree with that decision either. So he will chime in. He had a very great conversation with them. Literally, I'd say they had a 2-hour long conversation with him. An hour of it was just Devin Hester. Okay. It was pretty insane. So everybody who's on still tune in for that next week, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Devin Hester questions.
Hell yeah.
And he will let us know why. He also made a couple of great suggestions about Charles Tillman too, which Bear fans love to hear.
Was Peanut this year?
Peanut will be next year.
Because it's 5 years removed. And he went to the Panthers.
No, it will be this year. He retired the same year as Devin Hester.
I thought it would be this year.
Yeah, he retired the same year as Devin Hester. So, yeah, I think you are right. It is next year.
So that would be 2 former Bears that literally changed the game and the way that the game is played. 2.
Jay Cutler's on that list, too. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Look at him, man.
Yeah, I did reach out to him, though.
I would love to have Smoking Jay on
he is actually starting his own podcast, so that's actually
I would love to hear him. He started that podcast a long time ago, didn't he?
Maybe it's just launching now or something. Maybe he's
coming back. He said,
if anybody's in tune with Jay Cutler and Jay Cutler can listen or you can get it to Jay Cutler, we ain't going to ask you shit about your marriage to Christian Cavalier because we don't even know who the hell that really is. We just want to know what's up with you.
Hey, he became a legend.
And why you had that Brett Favre, I don't give a fuck attitude, and how did that fare for you? That's all we want to know.
He is a funny ass dude. That's why I think
I like Jay Cutler. I like him.
Because he would fit in so perfectly here because he doesn't give a shit about it.
We'll get him here. We'll get him here. Eventually, we'll have Jay Cutler on the podcast.
That'd be a fun one for sure. And I still want to get Charles Tillman on here too.
Yeah, I don't know if that's.
I really want Charles. I've been
he's
trying.
Like an FBI agent.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's gonna happen. But man, let's go ahead and get these shout outs and get Foulmouth C the hell up out of here. He has boyfriend duties. He has to go perform. So whilst you kick it off, Frank the Tank.
All right, Skylark, good seeing you on. Actually, the chat was a little light today. Didn't have too many comments on there, but again, we weren't able to get our guest on here, which that obviously takes a huge hit. Brandon, always nice to see you. Moms, always love seeing you on here. You're always on here. Definitely our biggest fan. But other than that, yeah, not too much. Love you guys. T, welcome back, man. Love the hat. It's not sunny out though. You're about to go whip out that 9-iron and start golfing up in.
Hey man, I ain't got no fade. So I had to throw a hat on.
That's all I got though.
Oh shit! I forgot the music.
Oh, don't put that stupid music on. At least it wasn't on for me.
Go ahead, start talking, JB.
Oh, it's on me. I didn't know you didn't segue. So,
my bad.
It's okay. Just throw the lob. I can still grab the rim. I'm not gonna dunk it. But man, apologies to you all out there. I know I spoke to a lot of you that were interested and came on specifically to talk to Mark Aguirre, Chicago's own. Man has never known what it's not to be number one. Mr. Basketball, number one draft pick, like number one college player. Like, we'll get to that another time. Stick with us. Sometimes things happen. Shout out to any of our guests that did tune in and did chime in the chat. Shout out to my mom as usual. And then just shout out to you guys because even though we did not have a guest, I feel we still had meaningful conversation. Yeah. And if people listen, there's actually some points that need to be reckoned and recognized because it's a lot of shadiness. I'm calling it shadiness that's going on in certain draft and GM rooms on our two biggest franchises. And I'm going to say it. Bulls, you really don't know what the hell you're doing. Now, some people be like, oh, what makes you an expert? I know I follow basketball. I follow basketball. And I know somebody that they think is good and we're telling you is not a good fit. Maybe you should start listening to the people. As far as our Bears, we still in sit and wait mode, but I'm hoping that N'Keal Henry take over that number 2 position. I really do.
You know, speaking of which, why was he only worth the 7th round pick?
Belichick didn't play him.
Belichick hated him.
He got in Belichick's doghouse.
Yeah, he pretty much.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. He was injured Was it year
He was
2?
injured his first year. His first year.
Okay,
the only year he was injured. And that was with Tom Brady. And then you also got to look at his quarterbacks after Tom Brady when he was healthy was Cam Newton and Mac Jones.
Mac Jones, right.
Like, and both of those quarterbacks couldn't complete a pass past 2 yards.
And he was a number 1 pick, but remember the Patriots pick was probably what, 27th, 8th, 9th, 30th, 32nd?
Yeah. It was like a 29th, I think.
But he still was a first round pick. So we're hoping to catch sometimes, and this is true for a lot of people. Sometimes a little change of scenery can do a world of good.
That's what he's trying to do. That's what Ryan Poe's doing. Trying to catch.
Lightning the ball.
Trying to catch.
But
he has the potential to have it.
But I'm still bringing him to task because why are you just sitting on this $20 million? Like, why? Do something with it.
I mean,
we're not going to win.
Maybe he's still waiting to see what's going on with Quinn too.
We're not going to win this season, so why do anything now? Just wait.
Wait for what?
I'll tell you like this. I wouldn't say that we ain't gonna win because that would be a Chicago Bear thing to fucking win.
No, I'm saying that we're not winning the whole thing. We're not going to.
We're not a Super Bowl contender.
I'm not saying that we're not gonna win. We are gonna win. We're gonna surprise some people.
I'm asking you three on this panel. If not now, when do you spend that extra $20 million that you just sitting on?
Next season.
I'm actually going to say...
Next season for what? You have to pay Roquan.
Yeah. I'm saying game 2 of preseason. Game 2 of preseason. They want to see what they got. They want to see where...
Now you're talking my language, of which, for everybody that don't know, the Bears only have one home preseason game this year.
Yes.
One. Frank, are you telling me that you feel that after the second preseason, they're going to address some issues? Offense, defense, special, some issue.
Yes, they're gonna add depth. I feel they are gonna go out and get another receiver. I actually thought that before they made this trade, though. So, but I still think they're gonna go out and get another receiver. I think they're gonna try to. I mean, they're gonna wait and see what's going on with Quinn, because if you're gonna move Quinn, you got to go out and find another end.
But I told you week 7 or 8.
Well, I mean, that's if Quinn's crying, saying he's not even gonna report to training camp.
So you saying that the Bears will spend that money in 7 or 8?
Well, because that's the trade. I'm saying Quinn with the trade deadline being week 7 or 8 this year.
I would love Quinn to stay till the trade deadline, especially
because
if he does.
Get more for them, especially if it's a team like let's say Kansas City, like we knock on the door and they need an edge rusher.
Yeah,
they'll give up a second and a fifth for him. Oh, wait. Put that back up. That was hilarious. Put Skylark 99. Hope this Bears wide receiver coach, Tyke Tolbert, coaches these Walmart free agent receivers. Hey, God dog it. Hey, Skylark, you are the real MVP because we here. Because I'm still not pleased. I don't care about Byron Pringle. I don't care about Cole Kmet. Yeah, I said it. I don't care about Aquaman St. Brown. That's a new name. Aquaman St. Brown.
Yeah,
I don't care about him.
I
don't care about Velvet Jones.
Velvet.
I don't care about Velvet Jones. I care about Darnell Mooney, and I kind of care about N'Keal Henry just a little bit. Just a little bit.
N'Keal Henry hasn't given you a reason.
Any of them on Madden.
But that's all I got for my shout-out.
I wouldn't care about none of them on Madden because I wouldn't even use that team. None of them have good ratings.
No. You got to think of it this way. When it comes down to those bad Madden votings, you put Franco Dowd in that free agent coming out of the draft next year.
Okay, so wow. You got your shout-outs, bro.
Are you drafted as a 99?
I'm going to be drafted number 1 overall at their number 1 wide receiver now, and Mooney could go back to the 2.
Hey, I'd like to give a shout out to everybody that listened. I was in the chat today. Once again, remember to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast.
You said, don't ever do this short shit ever again.
My mother just did really say that. She said, great show. Let's not ever do this again.
Shout out to John's mom. Shout out to any family that was sitting up there listening and watching the podcast today. Shout out to you fellas, for coming in,
brother,
doing y'all thing, showing the love. Shout out to T, who was back.
Welcome back.
We call him Satchmo now.
He's showing your age.
I'm showing my age?
Yes. By singing Welcome Back, Cotter.
That is T new nickname, Satchmo. I see red.
God damn. First from Lovey, now Satchmo.
You can be lovey with Satchmo's voice.
Or you lovey Satchmo.
All right. Enough of that.
Shout out to all the kiddies that's in the house. I got a house full of them today. Jesus. My daughter, she just came into town, so she's here. Shout out to her. All the rest of the kiddies. They all probably in a room sitting on their damn phone. God, this generation.
That's all they do.
Yeah. Yep. And shout out to everybody out there. Be safe. Watch yourselves. Celebrate, and I don't know shit. I'm tired, man. Fuck. I'm done.
All right. Well, let me wrap this on up, man.
I got a bet.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. The chat was semi-lit today. Skylark, what up? Mom! No more short shows, promise. No more short shows. Who else was in the chat?
You got Brandon up on there early.
Huh? Were those the only two people that were in the chat?
Yeah, it was a quiet chat today.
Oh, B, Brandon, what up? What up, B? B started from 0, and he already has like a 5-man team. And he has a podcast too, Chicago Tracks. And I think it's on like every Wednesday, I believe. So B, what up?
I know you.
We don't got a shy one here.
Girl.
I know you.
Baby. Well, she's not a baby, but
yeah, well, she look like a daddy. Shit.
Who's your baby?
I was gonna say she's got your exact smile for sure.
I know, right?
You don't look exactly
hopefully
like
not your
Fallout
Fallout mouth though.
She cute, huh?
She cute.
I got well, it happens.
I don't know what's going on with you though. I don't know about that player.
I told him he need to get 2 of them.
Yeah, now she can't help it, so now she wants to just sit out there and look at it.
She know what I'm talking about.
Get up out of here.
Well, everybody in the chat, what up? We appreciate y'all and everybody who did not participate in the chat. We appreciate y'all too. But you know what it is. Y'all lurkers. But it's all right, because you know what? I've been a lurker too.
Hell yeah, your ass.
You were the last few weeks.
Yes. But I'm back, baby. I'm back. At least for
watching lurker.
At least for right now, I am back. But yeah, I'm happy to be back. Happy to be back with my guys, Frank, JB, Foulmouth. Salute. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all held it down while I was gone. It was fun to watch. You all are hilarious. You all are fucking hilarious, man. So yeah, that definitely brightened my day. Even though Frank the Tank, he's new to producing. So each show there was something fucked up about it.
But I never fucked up the same thing twice.
Yo, Joyce,
never fucked up the same thing twice. So he would go to something else and fuck that up.
And what else can I fuck up, man?
Well, I don't think he'll be fucking anything else up because he's already fucked those things up. So
yeah,
I think
those were the big things
time he does. So, but big shout to you, Frank, for even doing that.
You just threw me to the damn wolves on that thing.
No!
Wait. Let's put that thing up. Hold up. Wait.
Look, I'm about to say, Frank's still in control of the dial.
I still do have control of this thing as well. So.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
You were the wolf and I was a sheep when you threw me in.
Okay, see, that usually comes at the end.
I know, we are at the end.
See, I got to take all that control away from Frank. I got to take all that.
Wait,
but that was right on time now.
This is the thing. You take the control. This is all I got to say.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
Oh shit!
I'll add some more
get
stuff
off this
to that.
podcast, I'm gonna change all the damn control.
I got this damn porn music playing, man. This shit putting me to sleep.
Dude, right?
Don't be scared.
Well, shout out
it
to
ain't
any
funny.
family, any blood family that I might have that's watching, that I might have in the chat. I appreciate y'all, even though y'all didn't say shit. Nobody ever said shit, but you know, I appreciate y'all anyway if you are there. Also, yours truly, T Nick, is hosting a fashion show on Friday. I know this has nothing to do with sports, but it has everything to do with support. Yes, a fashion show. And it's fashions and music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. And I'm about to kill Frank because he is fucking with the shit that I set up, and I'm going to.
What are you, Marie Claire or somebody talking about some fashion
shit?
Yeah, it's a fashion show.
We should all contest. You know,
fashion and music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. And I am hosting it, so you know it's gonna be a fucking riot.
This is when?
This is Friday. Friday,
This
7
Friday.
o'clock.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And it's at it's like 3500 West Grand Avenue. If anybody is interested, just let me know. Yeah, I'm keeping my shout out short. I'm keeping them short this week. Shout out to Water. This has been my best friend for like 3 weeks. Shout out to Water. It is refreshing. And I think that is just about it. Y'all got any parting words you want to say?
Let's see the shirt, Foul.
This is a family show.
This ain't no family show. I don't even get it.
This show late.
This is no family show at all.
It ain't.
This shit ain't never been a family show.
Not since I've been on it. That's for damn sure.
Absolutely not. Well, hey, man. So I guess there's only one thing to say, even though Frank already said it. I'm going to say it again.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
We out.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes.